tale unfolds with the introduction of Michel, a man whose life is about to take an unexpected turn. His personal secretary Dany finds herself caught in a whirlwind of events that will challenge her perceptions and emotions. Dany, a diligent worker who takes pride in her efficiency, is suddenly tasked with an urgent project by Michel. The twist? She must complete it by dawn, necessitating an overnight stay at her boss's residence. Michel assures her that his wife, Anita, won't object to her presence given their past professional relationship. Excited by the prospect of a change in scenery, Dany hurriedly packs an overnight bag, unaware that she's forgetting a crucial item, her jacket. This seemingly insignificant oversight will soon prove more important than she could have imagined. Upon arrival at Michel's home, Dany is greeted by his daughter, to whom she's thoughtfully brought a gift. As she settles into her designated workspace, Michel and his family prepare for their impending trip to Switzerland. The news of their departure leaves Dany with a bittersweet taste, her unrequited feelings for Michel bubbling to the surface. As the evening progresses, Dany finds moments of joy playing with Michel's daughter, a welcome distraction from her work. However, the atmosphere shifts dramatically when Anita makes an appearance. The warmth Dany expected from her former colleague is replaced by thinly veiled criticism and an air of superiority, leaving her feeling disoriented and hurt. Despite these unsettling interactions, Dany remains focused on her task, unaware that she stands on the precipice of a revelation that will shake the foundations of her world. The night ahead promises to unveil truths that will test her resilience and forever alter the course of her life. As the night deepens, Dany finds herself caught in a web of unexpected circumstances. Anita's seemingly kind gesture of lending her address takes on a new significance, blurring the lines between hospitality and something more unsettling. The house falls silent as Michel, Anita, and their daughter depart, leaving Dany alone with her work and her thoughts. Exhaustion eventually claims her, and she succumbs to sleep right where she sits. Her dreams, once a refuge for her secret desires, take a dark turn. The line between fantasy and nightmare blurs as she imagines Michel in a terrifying new light. Jolted awake by the family's return, Dany drifts off once more, only to be roused in the morning by Michel himself. In her groggy state, reality and imagination intertwine, and for a fleeting moment, she allows herself to inhabit the role she's long coveted, that of Michel's wife. The completion of her project brings a welcome bonus, but little does Dany know that her mundane existence is about to be shaken to its core. Michel's request for her to drive their luxury car back from the airport seems innocent enough, yet it becomes the catalyst for an unexpected journey of self-discovery. As Michel and Anita disappear into the airport terminal, Dany finds herself alone with a vehicle that represents more than just expensive machinery. It becomes a symbol of freedom, of choices never before considered. The realization that she could simply drive away, consequences be damned, awakens a dormant spirit of adventure within her. Emboldened by her newfound courage and flush with bonus money, Dany embarks on a spontaneous shopping spree. It's as if she's shedding her old skin, preparing for a metamorphosis she never knew she needed. But just as she settles into the driver's seat, ready to chase the horizon and feel the sea breeze on her face, an enigmatic woman appears. This stranger's concern for Dany's well-being is puzzling, hinting at hidden depths to this unfolding drama. Who is this mysterious woman? What does she know? And how will her appearance alter the course of Dany's impulsive adventure? The plot thickens as Dany's reality begins to unravel in the most perplexing ways. Her encounter with the cafe owner sets the stage for a series of bewildering events that challenge her very perception of time and self. As she embarks on her coastal journey, Dany's excitement at finally being the center of attention quickly turns to terror. The tranquil pit stop at a gas station transforms into a nightmare when she's attacked in the restroom by an unseen assailant. The incident leaves her shaken and wounded, but the true shock comes when those around her begin to question her story. The mechanic's revelation that he had seen her the previous night, with the same injury, no less, sends Dany's mind reeling. How could she have been here before when she has no recollection of it? The mechanic's apology for losing control the night before only adds to the growing tapestry of confusion. As if trapped in a labyrinth of her own making, Dany retreats to her car, seeking solace in sleep. But even this brief respite is shattered by the arrival of a police officer who seems to know her by name. His familiarity with her situation and insistence on taking her to a hotel she doesn't remember staying at only deepens the mystery. In a daze, Dany finds herself questioning her own sanity. The constant internal dialogue she's always engaged in now takes on a frantic tone as she struggles to reconcile these impossible contradictions. The tension reaches a fever pitch as Dany approaches the hotel reception. With trembling voice, she asks the pivotal question: did she indeed stay there the previous night? As the receptionist begins to check the records, listeners are left on tenterhooks, knowing that the answer could either confirm Dany's worst fears or plunge her deeper into this inexplicable nightmare. The hotel records confirm her worst fears. She indeed stayed there the previous night, a fact her mind refuses to acknowledge. Enter George, or rather Stefano, a man who seems to know more about Dany than she knows about herself. His familiarity with her situation and his persistent presence blur the lines between comfort and threat. Dany's mental state becomes increasingly fragile as she grapples with the possibility that her entire reality might be a carefully orchestrated deception. In a moment of vulnerability, Dany's imagination intertwines with reality, leading to an intimate encounter with Stefano. This liaison, born out of confusion and a desperate need for connection, only serves to complicate matters further. The revelation of Stefano's true identity adds another layer to the intricate web of deceit enveloping Dany. Despite her misgivings, Dany agrees to accompany Stefano to the beach, a decision that proves to be a critical mistake. The idyllic coastal drive takes a sinister turn as Stefano leads her to a secluded mountain river. His demeanor shifts dramatically, his questions about her ex-boyfriend laced with an inexplicable hostility that leaves Dany reeling. The situation escalates rapidly. Stefano's abrupt departure to the car fills Dany with a sense of foreboding. The eerie feeling of an unseen presence adds to her mounting anxiety. When she finally musters the courage to return to the car, she's confronted with a devastating sight, her belongings scattered and her vehicle stolen by the man she thought she could trust. Left stranded in this desolate location, Dany is forced to confront the bizarre events of the past 2 days. The timeline of her experiences refuses to align, leaving her questioning not just her memories, but her very sanity. Her ordeal takes a macabre twist when she recovers her stolen car, only to discover a grisly surprise in the trunk. A dead body that seems to materialize out of thin air. Dany's mind reels, desperately clinging to the notion that this too must be a figment of her imagination. But the cold, hard reality of the corpse and a mysterious shotgun force her to confront the possibility that she may be embroiled in something far more sinister than she could have ever imagined. Stefano's reappearance adds another layer of complexity to the unfolding drama. His claim of abandoning the car upon discovering the body casts suspicion on both of them. As they grapple with their shared predicament, the discovery of a note professing Dany's love for the deceased man throws their tenuous alliance into chaos. In a shocking turn of events, Stefano's paranoia erupts into violence. He strikes Dany, leaving her unconscious and fleeing the scene. But the story takes yet another unexpected twist. An unseen assailant, revealed to be none other than Michelle, renders Stefano unconscious. As Dany regains consciousness, she finds herself alone, unaware of Michelle's presence or his role in the unfolding events. In a moment of desperation, she reaches out to Anita, confessing to a murder she's not sure she committed. The revelation that Michelle has been shadowing Dany all along adds a chilling new dimension to the mystery. What is his true role in this intricate web of deceit and violence? Is he a protector or a puppet master orchestrating Dany's descent into madness? Anita's advice to seek refuge at a friend's house seems like a lifeline, but listeners can't help but wonder if it's just another trap in this elaborate game. The discovery of her forgotten jacket at Anita's friend's house becomes the key that unlocks the mystery, exposing a sinister plot orchestrated by those she trusted most. The elaborate scheme, masterminded by Michelle, comes to light in a dizzying revelation. Anita's affair, a blackmail attempt, and a cold-blooded murder set the stage for a complex cover-up that dragged Dany into its dark heart. Michelle's twisted devotion to Anita drove him to craft an intricate plan, using Dany as an unwitting pawn in their deadly game. Every bewildering encounter, every moment of lost time suddenly falls into place. The cafe owner, the mechanic, the police officer, all manipulated by Anita in Dany's clothes, creating a false trail of memories. Michelle's apparent absence, his shadowy presence throughout Dany's ordeal now takes on a chilling new meaning. The final confrontation between Dany and Michelle crackles with tension. As Michelle reveals his intention to poison her, framing her for murder and suicide, Dany's survival instincts kick in. In a heart-stopping moment, she turns the tables on her would-be killer, fatally shooting Michelle in self-defense. But the story doesn't end there. Dany, now freed from the shackles of doubt and manipulation, makes a fateful decision. The trauma of her experience and the betrayal she's endured push her over the edge. In a shocking twist, she deliberately takes Michelle's life, crossing a line from which there's no return. As the dust settles on this tragic tale of love, betrayal, and madness, Dany emerges transformed, no longer the naive secretary. She's now a woman who's stared into the abyss and emerged forever changed. In a poignant final scene, she sets off to fulfill her long-held dream of seeing the sea, leaving behind the carnage and chaos of the past few days. This gripping thriller keeps viewers on the edge of their seats until the very last moment, challenging our perceptions of reality and the depths to which human beings will go for love and self-preservation. As the credits roll, we're left to ponder the blurred lines between victim and perpetrator, sanity and madness, justice and revenge. The film's conclusion serves as a stark reminder that sometimes the quest for truth comes at a terrible price, and that the human psyche, when pushed to its limits, is capable of both incredible resilience and devastating darkness.